Boy, when I tell you I am not of this world, I am not of this motherfucking world. This bitch on Twitter tried to disrespect me, and I got disrespectful right back at her 2 times. The disrespect. Motherfucker gonna refer to me as sis. You know what I mean? I've been following this comedian on Twitter, and he followed me back as well. It's comedian Bobby J. Coleman. Some of y'all who have been following my page have seen me repost, screenshots of stuff that he says on Twitter or whatever. So I didn't even notice because I guess I guess I turn my mentions off if it's not somebody I know. But she replied to a comment that I said and then tried to say I was hurt. Like I basically said, what did I say? Oh, I said Bobby J. Coleman said that men settle way more than women do. And he's been getting a lot of retweets and, likes and comments about it. So I commented on the post and I said, most of the time females act like they are better than us, which is true. A lot of black women think that they're better than us. It's in their attitude and their tone and their tones when they talk to us. And I said, despite that, the fact that, they can't manage money, they have terrible spending habits, and they have mountains of debt. I'm like, I don't care if a chick makes 100 grand a year. If she can't manage money, a guy like a plumber is going to have more money, yet, despite the fact that he's going to have more money and not have as much or any debt at all as she would, she's going to act like he's not good enough for her, and that's just the reality of it. So this bitch commented talking about her dude put her in 25K debt and he used her, but she's not bitter towards men. But when she addressed me, she called me sis. So she's contradicting what she said, and I'm like, I didn't notice until he had retweeted me because like I think I got the mentions part turned off where if it's not somebody that follows me or I know, then I'm not going to get the notification. But apparently she retweeted me or she mentioned me or I don't know how it goes. I just saw him say something and then like I read it and she's like he replied to it. He's like, more go-to words, y'all so tired with this just say you hate women shit because y'all can't hide behind everything is a man's fault shit anymore. You just put that out there. It wasn't none of our business, so clearly you're hurt. Let it go. And he ran game. Move on. Which is true. I did run game. And then she said some other stuff to him, but I'm telling y'all this because like she blocked me. You know what I mean? She blocked me after I got in her ass. I'm like, bitch. You referred to me as sis, so you are contradicting yourself. And I mean, like, you guys see me make posts all the time, you know what I mean? When I make posts or whatever cases, I am not hesitant to refer to females as bitches, you know what I mean? And I'm not hesitant to refer to a broad as a bitch in her mentions or whatever case is. I found it funny that when I looked at her profile, she's talking about how she addressed somebody else and they were scared to, she was calling somebody else a coward or whatever. And, they wouldn't confront her. So I just went straight at her head. Like, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, when I say I'm not of this world, man, I mean that fucking shit, dog. Like, I'm not one of these dudes that's going to, like, fold, because of Twitter or whatever case. Because just because a bitch can blow up my mentions or just because a bitch, can send people to, antagonize me on a social media site, I will block them motherfuckers really fast just to get back at the bitch. And if it was on the streets and it was a fucking dude that confronted me, I'd be beating the shit out of him. And then I would just address her when I'm finished with him. I'm not letting these females disrespect me, man. All these motherfuckers worried about these whack-ass terminologies, toxic masculinity. I will be the motherfucking embodiment of a toxic masculinist before I let a bitch disrespect me, man. And that's on GP. Motherfuckers up there, like, they be talking to them in regular, like, this is like Facebook, like, 10 years ago, I would be in groups or whatever, and I'd be seeing females just be slick and disrespectful with their conversation. Like, a bitch referring to me as sis is not only disrespectful to me, but she's being condescending when she say that shit as well. And when she's telling me who hurt you, she's not even listening to what I'm saying. So like when bitches disrespect me, I get disrespectful back with them. Ain't no, I'm sitting up there trying to have a good conversation with you. Ain't no, I'm trying to sit up there and while you sitting there saying slick shit to me, I'm like, I'm gonna be the bigger man and turn the other cheek on that shit and continue talking to you as if you are another human being. No, man, you are disrespecting me. And other niggas might tolerate this shit, but I'm not gonna be one of them motherfuckers, man. And I like how when I stand up for myself, I like when I, address situations, these bitches end up blocking me. Like, fucking right, I will call you a bitch. You know what I mean? I will disrespect you the same way you disrespect me. And I might even add it 10 times. You disrespect me, I disrespect you. You don't correct your behavior, I'm disrespectful anymore. You play the victim role like you don't know why I said that to you, I'm gonna be even more disrespectful. I'm gonna be beating you over the head. And like what's funny is like bitches don't just get irony. They don't just get like, wait, what did I say to him? They make him go off. They're just like, why are you doing this to me? They just like, no, I'm gonna just keep beating you over the head.